And joining me now is a very special guest, the one and only, the king of them all, the greatest Indian chess player, multiple time world champion, Viswanathan Anand. What a moment, Anand. Those celebrations in Chennai. Explain this frenzy. What explains the frenzy for chess today in Chennai?
It's unbelievable. I mean, I couldn't have expected something on this scale. And even just a few months ago, in the beginning of February, the Olympiad was supposed to be in Moscow. Then it came up for bidding again. The Tamil Nadu government and the All India Chess Federation moved within a week to complete all the formalities, make a fully guaranteed bid, and they won the right to host the competition. Even though a competition which they would normally have between 2 to 4 years to prepare, they had to get everything ready in just a few months. And honestly, they've done spectacularly. The feedback from the players and from all the visitors is that they never expected it to be so smooth, so well organized. On top of that, there's a kind of fever building up in the city. You know, bridges painted in black and white, Thambi cutouts everywhere. It's amazing. I mean, Tamil Nadu has always been a chess state, the foremost chess state in the country. But this is a new level, and it simply could not have happened without the commitment of the Tamil Nadu government, and I must say the citizens of Chennai and Tamil Nadu, that they've taken this competition as their own, and they're displaying just phenomenal organization and hospitality.
You know, I'm seeing those pictures of you with M.K. Stalin and Narendra Modi at the inauguration yesterday. You know, when your mother took you to play chess and introduced you to the game, did you think a day would arrive when chess would become such a big sport in India that you know, it can be you can have an Olympiad on this scale in the country?
This was very hard to anticipate. Of course, in stages chess has been growing, but it comes to this level that we host such a big competition right here in Chennai, that the Prime Minister and the Sports Minister fly over from Delhi for the opening ceremony. Again, shows the commitment of the governments in making this a big sporting event. And I think it's hard to explain. I don't think I anticipated a fraction of this, especially when I was a youngster going to play in a chess club.
How much of it do you think, and I want you to be honest, has the fact that you've been the multiple world chess champion, that we produce these grandmasters, has sort of energized the young, you think, to take to chess? Do you think that was the turning point, Viswanathan Anand becoming world champion? I know that's not easy for you to answer, but that's the sense I get. You becoming world champion made a huge difference.
Yes, it did. Definitely, the first time I won it in 2000, and then the second time when I won it in 2007 and held the title till 2013. It has an impact. People like to follow, you know, a local son, a local hero, and given the fact that I had won so many matches and won the title 5 times, it must have had an impact. I mean, it kept chess in the news. We now have 36% of all the grandmasters in India. And again, I'll state, we have a second wave coming, all our youngsters. Most of the India B team is in fact our most promising youngsters, both from Tamil Nadu and from India. So we have a youth wave as well hitting here. Our women's ranked team is the #1 ranked in the competition. We are not just great organizers this time. We're also serious competitors for medals in both competitions. So that's just very, very exciting to be part of.
You know, I didn't know that fact. 36% of the grandmasters in the world are from India. Wow, that's phenomenal. Just to end, Vishy, your role, I believe you are playing a role in the shadows, training the team or guiding them in some way. Is that the role you're playing in this Olympiad primarily, quite apart from being this sort of brand ambassador in a way?
Yes, luckily I've recently started to work with all these, many of our youngsters. I keep in touch with all my colleagues, of course. So we've been interacting. They know that if they want to reach out for any advice or anything, that I'm here. We discuss chess quite often. And yes, I interact with not only the players but also the coaches. We're all old friends getting together, and that's made things very, very smooth between us.
You know, Vishy, looking at those pictures, as I said, it's been a very special moment, and I think, as I keep reiterating, your becoming world champion, breaking the monopoly of the Russians in particular, made a huge difference. So, salute to you and to the people of Chennai that we are seeing this moment in Indian sport, chess becoming so big. And thank you for all that you've done for the game.
Thank you so much for having me. Pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks, Vishy. Always a pleasure talking to you. One of the greats, legends of Indian sport. These are the icons who've changed the way the sport is viewed in the 21st century. So, thanks very much.